if he lived with a woman. No. Did you check with him when that guy's living in your house? No, you didn't. Just by all instinct, we just have to trust you in your judgment. But you don't trust us in our judgment. The first thing they say is what? I don't want that woman. I don't want that be around my kids. But that guy's around the kids every day. You freaking moved him in. I don't want him around my kids. I don't even know him like that. Oh, like me and you, man, like me and you, the new guy you dealing with, sat down at Starbucks and had a cup of coffee. I don't know him like that either. But I have to take your word for it. I have to trust you as being a mother that you will keep my kids safe around that man. That same energy should be reflected back on me. Short disclaimer, I'm not talking about me. I'm just using me as an example because you know how black people is. No, this has nothing to do with me. I'm just using me as an example because I'm in the same boat as anybody else. No, you nobody passed away and made you the queen of all mothers. No. And if you're not careful, you'll begin to see where a lot of guys are just throwing in the towel and just leaving. You begin to see it. So what do you do in a situation like that? Honestly, the way the world is now, there's nothing you can do. Nothing. This phone is crazy. So that's the world we live in. But we have it easy. We ain't never had it easy. Don't you sit up there and believe that false rhetoric that people been spoon feeding you for all these years. No, brothers never had it easy. And I'm not saying sisters had it easy or sisters don't have it easy either. We both, black man, black woman, we're never gonna have it easy. But we have to look at the alternative things. There's always, out of every race, there's a weaker vessel. And what does evil play in? Weaker vessel. That's why pretty much we're living in this world that can't nobody get it right. Because a woman ain't trying to give a damn or 2 cents about what a man say. A man ain't trying to deal with a woman. Because nobody wants to work together as a team. I was watching this show, what was a podcast, and it was funny. I ain't laugh, it was funny. 2 church people now, 2 born again Christians. I think one was a pastor. Was she the pastor or he was? I can't remember, but they were both affiliated with church, affiliated big in the church. So the guy was like, "Hey, do you submit to your husband?" And this is a church woman. She like, I submit to Jesus Christ. Okay, that's fine, but Jesus is your husband. So he kept saying, but how do you, but do you submit to your husband? She was like, no, but the dude was like, but what did the Bible say? She said, yeah, they do say that, but it meant submit. You have to be the head of the household. That means he the head of the household. That is true. But if you're married, you have to submit to your husband. And her husband, he was asking her husband some questions. He was like, are you cool with this? He was like, yeah, I'm cool with it. He said, but what did the Bible say? So her husband's like, well, yeah, the Bible did say submit to your husband. Submit to your husband. And the way the husband was looking like, I want to say it, but I'm scared she might react, probably try to force me to probably just go crazy. These are the things that I'm talking about. When you give the wrong person now, this is not a man thing, it's not a woman thing, but there's order in this world. And no matter how much you try, you will never get order if you don't abide by what the master of the order of the master put down here for us to do. Never. So no, you can't be head of a household if you're a woman, because that's not what God said. You can go against the grain all you want. Now, can you be head of the household in certain situations? Yeah, if you ain't got no guy, I mean, if you ain't got no husband and you living in your own place, hey, guess what? You're head of that house. That is your house. But the minute you say I do, and they say, well, I pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Williamson, you may now kiss the bride. That means whatever you had, he's head of it now. I don't give a dang if you bought the house. Once he's there, he's head of the household. I'm not saying that he come in and just change all the freaking rules. I'm not saying that. He's the boss now, whether you like it or not. So, what do you do in a situation like that? With an unorthodox vision of being stranded, I stay out each stretch from Colfax to Grandin. The only thing you can do is obey what the Lord said. Because if you don't, I can pretty much guarantee you nothing is going to work. Nothing is going to work. Nothing is going to work. How can you be a born-again Christian? I have to do this. How can you be a born-again Christian, but you're not going by the laws of what the Master created for us to go by? How? You can't. And I'll have words with anybody that thinks you can. There's nothing wrong with a woman making more than her husband. Some guys feel intimidated by that, which I think is a very stupid thing. How can you be intimidated by a woman that makes more than you? That's stupid. If you're gonna be intimidated by something way bigger than that. Oh, well, a lot of guys, hey, that's just how it goes. Because a lot of guys are like, hey, I can't go with a woman that make more than me. Why? Why? So in some situations, I do understand, because sometimes people throw things in your face, and it's not just women, men do it too. Well, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be here. I did this. I put this food in the house. Okay, that's fine, honey, but you know what? Take your food and leave. Get your Santa Claus bag and just leave. Because one thing we're not supposed to do, we're not supposed to throw things in each other's faces. If you did it, you did it. If you didn't, you didn't. Whatever. But that's how it's supposed to be, but that's not how it is. So you got to be careful with the world we living in now, because it's all messed up. Why would you go commit adultery? Go out there, commit adultery, get pregnant, and want that man to pay child support, and you know that kid's not his. You know that. Remember, inner dogs. But now, 2024, we're really beginning to see who the dogs are now. Because all you have to do is cut your TV on and watch Paternity Court. We now beginning to see who's who. Because people paint this picture that, I would never do this, I would never do that, you're the only one I'm sleeping with, and cry the crocodile tears, and I cry for your heart of stone, and blah, blah, this, that, and the other, and when the judge reads them papers off, you ain't the father. And the other person she was dealing with, guess what? Two of them in the courtroom, he ain't the father either, so guess what? It's three of y'all she was sleeping with. So why come she just couldn't be a woman and say, hey, you know what, I'm sleeping with three of y'all? It could be yours, or yours. No, she said, hey, I ain't sleeping with nobody. It's your baby. Or when a DNA report come in, they say, hey, you are not the father. So guess what that means? That means somebody was out there having sex with other people. And then they want to break down and start crying. Then everybody runs over there to aid them. No, what about him? He the one just dodged the bullet. What about him? Nobody said, well, you know what, brother, it's going to be okay. Come on, man. No, they all run to her. She start crying. What you crying for? Why are you crying? Why? You know what you was doing. You know you wasn't faithful to this guy. Because society once again taught us when you see a woman cry, you have to console her. Don't, because first of all, you don't know if she's telling the truth or not. You know you wow. You know you out there not being faithful. But you just gotta keep this aura and this persona up that, hey, I don't do that. Well, I'm 100% Your Honor. The baby is, look, the baby got his nose, the baby got his eyes, and he just don't love my baby. And I just want him to grow up. I just want my baby to grow up to have a father. And then the test results come back. He ain't the father. So you did all them freaking crocodile tears for nothing. But yet I'm supposed to feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for none of them. Nope, I don't. I'm sorry, it's just the way I am. I would never feel sorry for a lying person that know what you're doing and try to put your stupidity on somebody else. I have no tears for you. But it's rapid like freaking flies on crap. You know you're sleeping around. I've only been with one person. But the DNA said you only been with more than one person. So, who's the dogs now? Who's the one that's unreliable now? And this isn't nothing that just happened. This has been going on ever since the 50s, 60s, and 70s, man. Been going on for so long. But if you say something about it, even the good women that know you're telling the truth will jump on your back and tell you, hey, you can't say that because it make it seem like you don't like women. I don't like anything that hides from the truth. I never did and I never will. Instead of saying, you know what, hey, that brother got a point, or this brother got a point, or them sisters over there, they really cracking down to see what the real truth is. Everybody runs under one shield and say, hey, you can't say that about us. No, those days are gone. They're gone. Because women are just as bad as men are. Women are just as evil as men are. Women are cheaters just like men are. That's why number one is so important. Irresponsible individuals. Interesting. Because when you grow up and the older you become, you begin to see the world for what it really is. The world never owed us anything. It's how you go about living in it. It defines what you are. So, right, let's just be honest about it. Right is right. Right will always be right, and wrong will always be wrong. So those three topics were tough to deal with. I know it was. But this is what I do. Because somebody will watch this show and say, well, women don't do that. But women don't do this, or she wouldn't have did it if he didn't. That's what you call the blame game. We all have our minds to do what we want to do. Just because I go out there and slap a woman, that don't mean the other brothers across the street have to go out there and follow me and slap a woman. No, you got your own mind. Just because you meet a guy and he treats you like dirt, you don't treat the next guy you get into a relationship like dirt. That's common sense. But if you're going to treat him like dirt, and then when he sits you down and y'all have a talk, and you say, well, I just don't trust men anyway, what the hell are you with him for? Be by yourself. You don't trust nobody? Be by yourself. common sense, and it's a great logic on how people go about thinking. Just be by yourself. It don't hurt. You want to be with somebody, but you don't trust him. He don't trust you. So why y'all with each other? She's this, she's a whore, she's a thought, and blah blah. But you're still dealing with this woman. You lay down, and then you get her pregnant. So this thought is in your life for the rest of your life. No. No, that's not how the way that goes. And I will say this, and I will always say this. You have to respect your kids' mothers. You have to, because one, those children come from her. You put those kids in her. She had those kids. You have to respect it. Women, same thing. You gotta respect your kids' fathers. That's just without a given. Don't sit there and condone this man in front of his kids, and his kid grows up to hate the father, because usually when that happens, there's a good chance that what you taught this kid is going to backfire, and that kid will hate you. Don't ever bad talk that man around your kids. Now, you can call him what you want to call him, not around the children. But now it's to the point that women are programmed to shame their kids' fathers in front of their kids. It's been going on. This has been going on for quite some time. For quite some time. This isn't nothing new. I know it's 3 topics, but number one hits hard, man. Unreliable and unresponsible. See for yourself. See for yourself. I say it every day. Sometimes I say it too much every day. When he's doing what you want him to do, taking care of that child the way you see fit, you cool as hell. Let him fall off. Our baby becomes my baby. It's my baby. Okay, well, if it's your baby, take care of your baby by yourself. But then again, you can't do that, because the first thing you're going to do is run down to the child support office. And those vultures, they just sitting there waiting, which is one of the biggest scams in the world. They just sit there and wait. So it takes more than Jordans and buying your kids prom dresses, and the dresses that you buy these kids for prom, they look like something prostitutes will wear. But then again, you want to sit there and you want to praise it. Look at my baby. Your baby look like a prostitute. Just gonna be honest. That's what she looks like. What happened to the good old days when prom dresses was actually beautiful? Some of the most beautiful things in the world a woman can put on when she's going on prom is a prom dress. Just beautiful. The beautiful colors, the orange, the black, the gold, whatever color, the white, the whatever. They were beautiful. One was so beautiful back then. Oh man, she looked good in that dress. Now look, it looked like they finna all go to the strip club. The slit used to be on the side. Now the slit is way up to the thigh. And if they sneeze the wrong way, the dress gonna fly out. But this is the stuff that we praise. My baby looks so cute. No, your baby look like she's finna go hit the corner. That's what she look like she's gonna do. Because it don't take all that to go on prom anymore. Now, once again, now who's the deadbeat? It's not always about money. You can spend all the time in the world with your child, but if you're not teaching that child any sense, you're a deadbeat. Because a child will try to do anything. Where are these mothers that say all this good things, but your daughter's going out? Look how these kids dress. Mama says nothing. They says nothing. was looking at some of the prom pictures on Facebook about a week ago. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. That takes me back to the graduation. I think it was high school or college. I probably was high school when the boy graduated and the mother just was screaming. That's fine. You can scream and cheer for your kid because you're happy. She turns around and just starts twerking. What in God's green earth does twerking got to do with a graduation? It don't. So now you see who the deadbeats are. Those type of sisters are deadbeats. That's going to do it for today, man. I hope you guys learned something because I sure did. Be absolutely sure to hit that like button. Feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to share the content. Check me out on YouTube. I'm going to start doing stuff on YouTube. It's coming soon. I know I've been saying that for quite some time, but it's coming. I love you guys, man. Thanks for watching. This is your boy Pico Black signing off. Hey, take care of yourself, each other. Keep God first. Pray more because we need Lord more today than yesterday. Black man, respect the black woman. Black woman, respect the black man. Black love never been gone. It's always been here, but we just scared to face it. We need black love in our black community. This is your boy Black, and you have just heard another exciting episode of Unplugged. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. I'm out of here.